Greg, another tight Canada-US game. What was the difference in this one?
The start, they played for about half an hour before we got going. We were fortunate it was only 1-0 really. We could have been out of that game a lot earlier, but we showed some heart in the third, but it's too little too late. And I feel bad. We had such a great week in Calgary. Everybody supports us so great here, and I just want to say thank you to everybody that supported us. Obviously we want a better result, and most years in this term we've been able to get it. Unfortunately this year it got away, but I hope everybody that followed us this week, and hopefully some people became a fan of the sport. And this is the start of our season. Everybody hears World Sledge Hockey Challenge, and they think it's our be-all and our end-all, but we still have the World Championship at the end of this year, and this lit a fire for us to get going. So we're going to be better, and I just hope people that saw the sport this week keep following the team.
You had the best chance in that third period on the breakaway. If you have a chance to do it over again, do you make the same move?
Absolutely. I had him completely beat. I just didn't get enough with my left hand. I don't know what I'll do in the future. Maybe I'll shoot next time, but right then, if he was to make the same move again, I'd make the same move again. I had him. It's frustrating. As captain, I like to score those goals. I like to make those plays. It's frustrating. Even then, after that chance, we still had more chances. So I still had 2 more shots on net, but I didn't have a shot on net the first 2 periods. And I've never been somebody to look back on a third period chance and say, oh, what happened there? What happened in the first 2 periods? I didn't have any chances. So I'm not so much mad that I missed that breakaway in the third as I am that I didn't get chances earlier.
Last year you guys won here, but ended up losing the U.S. and the World. So you hope to reverse that?
Yeah, we'll trade that this year.
Yeah.
Benoit, another close Canada-US game. What was the difference today?
They came out strong. As I said it the other day, Team USA is a very strong team, a very intelligent team, and we saw it today.
What'd you see on the one shot that beat you?
Honestly, I didn't see much. They shot it through traffic, and I saw it at last second, and if it's an inch a little bit higher, it goes off my sled and goes in the corner, but he did a perfect shot and it went in.
When the team's struggling to produce offense, does it put a little more pressure on you to make the big saves?
Not really. I have 100% confidence in the guys no matter what's going on. If we're struggling, we're just going to group back together and get better for the next game. But we showed it in the third period. We came out really, really strong. And, a bad bounce for them and it goes in. So we never know what might happen, but we're going to use that as motivation for the next couple of tournaments that are coming up.
All right, Coach, another close Canada-US game. What was the difference in this one?
Well, the difference was the first 2 periods where we came out and we just got off our game plan, and we allowed the Americans to establish good forecheck, and we beat them to a lot of races for the loose pucks, but once we got there, we just didn't do anything with it.
In the third period, what do you say to the boys in the room in the second intermission that allows them to come out strong in the third?
Well, we had to find some energy. We had to shorten the shifts. Our shift length was getting a little bit too long, so it was a little bit of undisciplined play there. But, they had it in themselves that they had to get out there and get that done. So it's just one of those games. We have to learn from it, and we know we're capable of playing a lot better than that in the first 2 periods. So that's what we're going to have to key on next time we play the U.S.
Would you like to see Westlake fire that shot, on his breakaway a little bit more? Would you like
yeah, but he's got a good move there. That's kind of a patented move for himself, and it's tough on the ice. The ice is chipped up, but he thought he had a good play there, so it's just one of those lucky bounces for the U.S.
Yeah, at least you were getting more shots in the second and third period.
Well, they generated more shots for sure, and I thought we could have drove the net a little bit harder as well, but it's just one of those games, so we have to learn from it.
Right in on the action, right from that hit you had at center ice to scoring the goal. Can you talk about the big impact you made in this game?
Yeah, it's always nice to literally check yourself into the game, but we just had a lot of fun out there. It's always a blast playing in Canada. It's always a tight game. Both countries know that, and it's the best thing for sledge hockey. That's what I like about these games the most. So people get to really see what the sport's all about, and the fact that we came on tops, just a cherry on the top, but it's just a blast to play out there. So.
It really came at you hard, though, in the third period.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about the effort of holding them off the score sheet.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we're only up by a goal, and that can change at any second, any turnover, any mistake that we make. That can be capitalized on. So, we came out on top this game, but it's always a battle, like I said, and our goal was to make it into this final game. It's always our goal in the tournament, and we just want to give ourselves a chance to win. And tonight we were able to come on top, so it's good.
Can you talk about your goal? Did you see an opening there?
Yep.
Fire through traffic?
I just took a second, waited. When you're in a sled, it's hard to. It's obviously you can't skate backwards. Laterally, you don't have much movement, so it's one of those things where I've played for a long time, so I kind of know what to expect, and I just waited for that gap, and I just ripped it as hard as I could, and it went in. So.
All right, Josh, gold medal around your neck. Your thoughts?
Oh, it's a great feeling. We want to keep going through. I mean, it's just beginning of the season. If we can get a couple more of these, all leading up to World Championships. I mean, this means a lot, but Worlds is the big thing. So hopefully we can keep having success every game, every period.
The penalty kill at the end of the third period. How much are the guys sweating on the bench?
Oh, I'm sure a lot. I mean, we're sweating on the ice just being there like, oh gosh. I mean, it helps a little bit. You can ice it, but still, you're still down a man. And if they pull the goal, you're down 2. It was tough, but we pulled out.
Like you said, Canada-U.S. games always tough leading up to the World Championship this year. How much does a win like this give you guys confidence?
I mean, we're #1 in the world so far. We have been for the past couple of years. So, I mean, we already had the confidence, but to get the win over now and get the gold medal, it kind of just sends us in the right direction for games and tournaments to come.
All right, Coach, just talk a little about the game if you could.
Well, I thought we really came out strong in the first period, and I thought we had them back on their heels. It's certainly the fact that they didn't get any shots, or a lot of good shots, but I didn't think, with the exception of maybe a couple chances in the third period, especially the breakaway, we didn't give them really good chances to score. We got a nice goal. It was the one that came at the right time, but those are the 2 best teams in the world playing each other, and it should be a game like that, and I thought it was a great game for the fans.
You talked about the goal. Taylor Chace, your captain, Ginzit, he was all over the ice. Talk a little bit about his performance.
Well, the important thing is Chase has moved on with his life, so to speak. He's been a part of our team for quite a while, but he's got a full-time job at home. He's working in the disabled industry, so to speak. He's coaching a team at home. He's not in the greatest shape, and we kind of overused him tonight because he was on the ice every other shift. But Canada's a good team, and you have to be aware of them. I used him in the defensive zone on faceoffs. Bridges is very good on the faceoffs and tried to neutralize that. But bottom line is all 17 guys we had dressed tonight played a big part in this win.
Do you think that hit that Chace had in the first period maybe woke him up a bit?
Maybe woke him up, but could have woke up both guys because nobody came out on the short end of that one.